Who had the best sleep last night? You're so clean. You have a good snooze? All ready for cross country? Yeah, eat more hay. All right, guys, cross country day. Just a couple stills to start of me stretching because 3 days in a row of riding was a lot. So this day is probably the day that we had the most issues to overcome, but also the day that we learned the most. So right there, we were supposed to do our 2-point canter along the side, and then package before the jump. So she got us to come off the other rein, kind of said I wasn't patient enough, and now she's saying add a stride from the turn, which I did, and that was obviously a lot smoother. So this whole day was kind of me learning how to package Bubbly's cross-country canter. We started in the ring just because there was a lot we could do in the ring. And here's where the issue started, because we started trying to angle some jumps, since you will get that on cross-country. Bubbly and I had never angled jumps before. And here she kind of figured out, like, I'm doing a lot here trying to get her straight, and then she just like can't even see the jump. So that's what our coach is telling us there. She said, you're just like a lot of riders, you get a little bit antsy about something and then you just do way too much. So Bubbly didn't even know what I was asking, and she already had kind of a, no, I'm not going. So she said, all you have to do is package her canter before, and from that point to the fence, just do nothing. So that was kind of key, because I think a lot of riders try to do too much like me, especially if you have a horse sort of like Bubbly that needs to be packaged like that before. Like these were smaller distances for her, and then I do nothing. Oh my gosh, look at that. It worked. I wish I could say that that was the only problem we had all day, but so she was like, come again, and I was like, I know it's always my fault. It's always my fault. Feel like as riders we do that. So here she's saying don't come any bigger. She got us to just package up a little bit more there. And then I get here and do nothing. I was kind of a little bit forward in my opinion there. So now we start again. And there she's like asking us, she's making us go do it again because I didn't get her packaged enough at the start and I wasn't patient enough with my upper body, and that's really what we need for when we come around to the angles. So she was like, come and do that again, fix it, which we do. And then she said, now go to the angles. So we come around, do the angles again. And she wants me to wait exactly like that. Package her up, balance, and then wait. So we're adding a step here, both reins, both legs. And it did not work because we put the X up. So she said that I was still not quite tall enough in my body through there. I was still kind of, like, I thought she was going to go that time, obviously. And she said, just do the whole thing again. And now I'm really supposed to sit down. It's okay, she trots, whatever. Because I am a little bit, like, Bubbly doesn't like it when you sit on her back. So here we're going to ride the 2-point. Like, she doesn't love it if you touch her back at all after the jump. You'll see it later in this video, actually. So I'm not great at really sitting on her, especially after a fence. And in the little short distances like this, it's a lot harder. So now I'm packaging her up, holding, sitting, staying tall. Good. She really didn't like that, but because I was sitting and my body was in the correct position, she got there and she had to go. Like she couldn't duck out like she did the first time because I had sat back and my legs were on, and she went. And yeah, so then we just kind of do it a couple times to really make sure that it's in her head that that's okay. And I really package, which was kind of the biggest thing I learned from this day. That was really good. Good job, Bubbles. So that was the thing I really learned from there, is like the difference between when I use my 2-point, my cross-country gallop position and my cross-country gallop, and how much it really takes for me to actually balance Bubbly and get her to that collected position. So here we're coming around to 3, so I'm supposed to trot in. And right there, she was like, stay up, and my head was like on her head. So I was not staying up. So that's what she's saying. She's saying even if you're trotting into it, like you still sit before the fence. So I was posting right to the fence, so I like had no stability. So basically we go, she's like a little bit mad. That's okay. So she's going to, so now she's like, let's get her confidence back. Let's go canter the first one, package the canter. Then we're going to come back around to the trot. I'm going to sit and compress the trot the same way that I have sat and compressed the canter, like right here. Leg to hand, sitting. Yes. And now bringing her back to trot. And now I have to do basically that exact same ride through the 3. And even though we're trotting, I need to kind of sit a few paces before, really sit up, give her that packaged balance feeling before the fence. She says no, but because I'm in the right position, we get through. It's completely ugly. But the first time through, I didn't ride it well, so she was just like, yeah, no. Second time, she still didn't really trust me, but because I was riding it well, she went because I was helping her out. I was in the right position. We got there. So she kind of explained, like, the thing with angle jumps is, like, if they get it at the start, then you're good. If you don't get it at the start, then you're going to have so many issues going up through the levels for angling jumps. So, like I said, we had never done it, and I didn't expect it to be this hard, to be honest, because you wouldn't think it changes that much, but it really does. So, yeah, it was so cool. And then here, she didn't want to come back, so I didn't make her because I didn't want to fight with her. But then she says, no, because I couldn't hold my position as well from the canter. So my butt was completely out of the saddle, not where it was supposed to be. And Bubbly said, nope, you're wrong, Mom, so I'm not doing it. So this is a super, it wasn't pretty, but we learned so much this day. And even just like packaging her and like the way, I do actually trot into quite a few cross-country jumps. Like, I feel almost better trotting into cross-country jumps. Good girl. And I think this is why, like, because I can hold my position better, I can package her better and she has longer time to look at it. But I never really understood why, like, if it's something that she's a little bit iffy about, why I feel better trotting in. And I think it's just because I can hold my position that much better and I can control her balance that much better. Because she's so big, she gets strung out in her canter really easily. My balance has to start way before a fence. Yeah, good girl. So we're getting it now. But yeah, I really need that trot in to really help it. And here we're doing a course. And I wasn't actually sure if she was had to fight for the 5 there, I think it was. So she said, sit down early and connect early. And like my balance is gonna look obviously different than like someone on a pony's, right? Good girl. We're just starting to get it here. That's great. But yeah, I wasn't sure if she was even gonna jump that like barrel first time in. I almost wanted to trot it and then I didn't. And yeah, no, she just did it great. So she did awesome through this last little course. Trot in, and you'll see with my body, I'm like staying way up, and that's why she has to do it and go. So my position from the first time through to the second time completely changed. She dropped it there, so I just let her trot it. And I had to kind of work for the 3 here, but she did it through the skinny. And yeah, basically, like that round was really well ridden by me, she had said. But yeah, basically then she just talks with us about the balance and how my balance is going to look a lot different than someone else's because Bubbly is who she is and she can get strung out and all of that. So yeah, then we go out to the cross-country obstacles at the facility. So this is a brand new facility, as you'll have heard from my last video. And even here, she's saying packager, 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 sit. She's getting a little bit excited being out in the middle here. But here is where I'll tell you, do you see how my butt hit the saddle after? She did not like that. I wouldn't say I sat on her. I wouldn't say I slammed her in the back. She's just so sensitive, being who she is, that is why it's really hard for me to sit back down after she goes over the first jump, because I try so hard to stay off her back and not bug her. So here I'm trying hard to change my position and not sit on her back, and that was better. She still bucked, but it wasn't as bad. So now she's just saying do it over and over. We're starting to get some really gross, it was like borderline hail, but that's okay. She did pretty well. Totally dropped her legs there, which is why she's wearing some of the best boots I can find, because I'm not taking any chances with all her injuries that she has. So here now I'm just saying, she's just saying to really watch my position. So body back, legs slipped, and I actually grabbed the neck strap there, and that was a lot better. And then here she's getting a little bit more antsy because there's actually a whole bunch of horses that are walking like towards us on the road that's to the right, basically. So she's like, just do it a few more times, but I just kept that in here to let you guys know that she does get a bit more high strung here, and just because those horses. But yeah, like going up, we're good. I hold my position. Going down, I've always disliked down banks more than up banks. Find them a bit scarier. And yeah, so here I'm just really holding my body, holding that neck strap, staying right off her back, and woohoo! So again, my position from the first one to the last one that we do here completely changes. Maybe I'll see if I can even put like 2 stills in of my position after this clip here to show you guys. Just because I have her for a horse, I have to be that much more aware of my position than someone who had a less sensitive horse. But like Bubbly gets a mosquito bite, she gets a huge hive. Like she's just always been that sensitive type of horse. So any pressure on her back after the jump, she gets upset. But right there, like that, when I stay off, she's fine. And then we do move to ditches. So we had done these in the previous video, so they were great for Bubbly. She did awesome. And then here we did like the start of a coffin, I think it's called. These are a bit of the lighter planks, and yeah, she just doesn't get a great distance and doesn't pick up her feet, but totally goes through the ditch like it's nothing. So we still end there because that's awesome. She has been ditchy in the past, and she wasn't at this facility at all, which made me a super happy mama. But yeah, so definitely not the easiest ride, but we still learned so much. And fingers crossed, if we ever come across an angled jump, I have now the know-how to jump that and get us through it and give Bubbly confidence and all of those things. So as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. So this was the last one of our 3-day clinic. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely the best clinic of the year. And yeah, any chance I get to ride with this clinician, I'm going to take it because we always learn so much when we ride with her. But yeah, if you're liking these videos, please don't forget to subscribe and like and leave a comment if you feel like it, because they make me happy. All right. Thanks so much, guys. We'll see you next time.